I've gotten a lot of comments telling me that I'm wasting my time and money tracking my G37 or that I should have gotten this car or that car instead. So let me explain why I'm doing it, because I feel like a lot of people that have never been to the track before, like all these commenters, just don't understand. And maybe this will be your final push to get out there as well. It's all about self-progression, putting theories to the test, and achievements. So I am not making any money from racing at all. I make a little bit from some of these videos that I post, but that's not what it's about. It doesn't nearly cover how much I spend on the car. If money is all you care about and you can't fathom the idea of spending money on a hobby without getting any kind of return, turn around now. This is not it. No matter what car you have, you're going to be spending money. Things are going to break. So now that we're past that, my biggest reason for taking my car to the track is to watch me and my car's progression from one event or change to the next. When you first go to the track, you're going to be a bad driver, and your car might be pretty slow too. Once you go back to the track for the second time and start putting down faster times, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. There's something incredible about watching yourself improve and knowing that you're able to drive faster, that you're just becoming a better driver. It makes me feel really good. And then on the other side of that, if you're somebody like me that really dives into the physics of your car, when you make a change to the car and you go back out on the track and you see that it got a lot faster, that's an incredible feeling, like you actually knew how to improve your car. It's one thing when somebody tells you something is going to make your car faster, but then when you actually try to understand it and implement it and then it does make your car faster, that's just pretty awesome. For example, with a whole aero kit that I recently did to the car, yes, I bought the wing, but I really had to study aerodynamics and design a really good splitter in the front for it to all work out and actually make my car faster. So the whole time that I was designing it, I was really hoping that I was doing it right. I'm like, this all makes sense. This should make the car faster. Let's hope that it actually does. And when I went back out to Buttonwillow, I dropped 4 seconds on my first event after installing the aero, and I was like, wow, oh my god, this all actually worked out like crazy. And I was so proud of myself for being able to figure out how to make this car faster in a way that I had to design it myself. I think that was like one of my greatest feelings with racing my car. Not gonna lie, I actually got a little bit emotional too, because the splitter was a big pain. So that's what I mean by putting theories to the test. Now, as far as achievements goes, yes, there's achievements that you can get by competing in like different kind of classes for different vehicles. It doesn't really matter if you're the fastest car, it just matters that you're the fastest car within a class. And that's really if you want to be globally recognized. Maybe you can make some money or sponsorships that way. But I do it a little bit differently. I have my own personal achievements. I don't really care too much to follow along with anybody else's classes. I have my own classes that I designed in my head, and they only matter for me. The class that my car internally belongs in right now is anything that I can do to my car while still being able to drive it on the street without being too much of a pain. I gave up on the classes in Nissan Challenge, and now I just kind of do whatever I want as long as I follow my personal rules. And you bet that I compare myself to other people that are doing the same thing, whether they know it or not. There's also other kinds of achievements you can chase, such as having the fastest lap around a track with your car. Now, on a large scale, a lot of people aren't going to care, but you might care, and the people in your car community probably care. You can say that you have the fastest car of whatever it is that you drive. And that's kind of where I'm at right now as well. I've been chasing fastest Infiniti. But what makes it tough is that I'm kind of in that class that I have in my head, so I can't just go all out. There's one Infiniti that's faster than me, and he has faster lap times than me at all the tracks in SoCal. And I talk with him a lot. He gave me all of his lap times, so all these times right here, those are my goals. In the long term, I'd hope to beat some of these someday, but his car is in a completely different class. It's a full race car. He's on track-only tires, 100 treadwear. It's also not street registered. It's a track-only car that has to be trailered to and from. So yeah, completely not the same class as mine. But even still, it would be cool to beat his times without my car leaving that street.